Welcome back to Divinity, and this time it is Sibir's turn. So let's check her out before we start exploring her questline. To recap things, let's listen in to her origin story first, shall we?
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the master sing a very different kind of song.
Alright, so she's an escaped slave and she is on the hunt for her master. When we found her over here, she was marking her prey, which is Stinktail. We don't really know why she's interested in Stinktail. Let's see. Sibir joined me. I fear for the fate of the lizard, she whispered. She wishes to question. Yeah, we only know that she wants to question Stinktail. So apparently Stinktail is somehow involved with her master. That is, after all, who she is trying to find. Anyway, before we go question Stinktail, let's check out her gear. I once again went and got a few items in between episodes, and when I say got a few items, I mean I stole all of that stuff. She's actually got the best gear right now. I focus her with the gear since she's the most vulnerable character, I would say. She's a melee, but she's a rogue, finesse character, so yeah, she will be rather squishy and will take a lot of damage in the front line. So that's why I give her most of the gear. Nice warfare chest, just like some generic stuff. Pants are pretty neat. Ring, obviously. So I will focus her on finesse and also mostly scoundrel. We will also invest in warfare, maybe 1 or 2 points into polymorph later. We'll see how much disable we need. Warfare is of course very useful because it increases physical damage, but the warfare spells are also quite nice because they do scale with finesse if you have a dagger equipped. But obviously they will deal less damage than a strength character because rogues rely a lot on backstabbing and dealing critical damage. So the warfare spells will obviously not be backstabs. Also, I made her my law master, since she comes with +1 to law mastery from her inert talent, ancestral knowledge. Also, she's an elf, so she can eat things. If you recall, we've got a nice little head from one of the elves that we saved, so let's eat the severed head. Sightless eyes stare in terror at whatever horrors mark their last moments. Let's see what that head has to say.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. How can this be?
Oh, so it was the head of a divine order lackey. Yes, indeed, the elven homelands have been destroyed by the divine order, and this got us first aid, which I will not use ever, but nice. And last but not least, we've got the pawn. Yeah. Now, usually I would go, like in my lone wolf playthrough, for example, I would definitely go for executioner. But since we have such a big party, there is not one single character that deals a lot of killing blows, so I don't think executioner is a good pick in this constellation, or rather in this big of a party with all of those damage reducing mods that we have installed. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to dearest Stinktail. She does want to question him.
As you're about to walk away from the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
You don't see why not? Well, it is rather obviously why not, but still, go ahead, have that chat.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence.
Yeah, that's not very surprising.
You hear him yelp about the Master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
Yes, that is why I wanted to talk to Stingtail first.
So, that seemed just a tad excessive.
Indeed.
What you witnessed was an exercise in restraint. And jolly good fun to boot.
That was restraint? So, okay.
Something on your mind?
She just murdered a dreamer, committed a sacrilege. Demand an explanation.
It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me?
Say that you absolutely can. This was cold-blooded murder.
Justice tends to be. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still.
Ask her what's next.
The search for the Master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How about it?
Alright. Yes, we have met, well, we haven't really met Griff before, but I have met Griff before. I took all of his stuff and stole that Druna from him. But maybe we should talk to him this time a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can keep your dirty socks. What else do we have here? A bunch of fish bones, don't need those. But there is a odd marked crate. And it updated a quest. A quest that we don't yet have. But I like how this connects a lot of dots. Because, what was her name? Sahelia. She wanted us to bring back her friend Amiro, who is in this cage over here. And this.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
This is Camp Boss Griff. And he looks rather tough. Maybe not antagonize him all too much, because he has a lot of lackeys running around here also. And remember, do not take his fish bones. He does not like that at all.
If a magister finds this on you.
Well, anyway, let's
forget
talk
my
to
name,
Amiro.
Please, help me. She has not much time. I have not much time.
Ask him why he's locked up.
Griff accuses me of taking his goods. But it is not me he wants. He is a savage kind. Do you believe the words of a savage?
Tell him you met his friend Sahelia. She didn't seem to think he was any kind of thief.
He perks up and wipes his face with his good hand.
Sahelia, you speak to her? She is all right then. Good.
So she's fine, and she asked you to help secure his release.
She sees my trouble, of course. She already knows. And she knows I help you out of here in exchange.
Ask him to tell you what he knows.
It is all prepared. It is ready. I am too weak to go. But I must care for Sahelia. You release me, and I show you the way out.
Fair enough. No, you'll do what you can.
I am grateful. Your freedom for mine. A good deal.
Ask if he has any idea who took the supplies Griff is after.
I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat. You know how he does? Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see the anger in him that he does not find it. He truly does not find what he seeks.
Ask if he knows why Griff is so hellbent on getting these particular supplies back.
Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious, in case you haven't noticed.
Question what he was doing snooping around Griff's kitchen anyway.
I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, a potato or two. Nothing Griff should be loath to give. I need to escape, and I have people to consider.
So he's a thief after all.
You understand?
I understand.
Thank you. And hurry. Please.
He's weakened. I guess we have to talk to Griff. So, Sibyl, maybe you should do your business first.
Sibyl gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Extend your arm in a welcoming gesture. She's free to speak first.
Sibyl steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sibyl stands back beside you, all smiles.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes.
Tell her that frankly you had expected another bloodbath.
Did I disappoint you? Oh, but don't worry. I might just have to push the next fella a little further. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.
Zaliskar, eh? Let's check the log. There's a lone wolf out in the marshes. Sibyl would like to interrogate him. Yes. Our next target is Zaliskar. But to get to him we have to escape from Fort Joy first, which we will do, but in due time. We still have a lot of business
Worse than war rations, these.
to conclude here in Fort Joy before we escape. Anyway, let's see if we can talk to Griff about
Worse than
Mira.
war rations, these.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Say I'd like to secure the release of the elf, Myra.
A Myro. Bloody elves. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere.
Ask how he's sure Myra is the culprit.
Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy.
Ask what he's meant to have stolen.
Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
As it just so happens, well, we have found a strange big orange on a stinktail. A very weird orange. And there was a weird marked crate behind his little campsite. So maybe he was the one who stole it. Make a proposition. You find the stolen supplies and bring them back, and Griff will free Myra.
Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Say I'd like to discuss your deal.
You already know the terms. Nothing else to say.
Fine, fine. It looks like we do indeed have found his supplies because we can hand over Griff's oranges.
Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he desperately rips through the rind.
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
Tell the truth. The lizard Stinktail was the culprit, but he's dead now.
That's a kid. I'd let your guy go, but someone's got hold of my key. Until I find out who it was, and string him up. You'll have to undo the lock yourself. My fellas won't stop you.
That's a very nice touch. Yeah, like I told you, in between episodes I stole pretty much everything. And it appears that I have also stolen his key to that cage. So, yeah, he's got an extra dialogue for that. Let's see if we have the key. We sure do.
It is done. And quickly. I thank you. Very, very much. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something more to ask of you.
I'm still not quite sure what this whole business with the hint from Amiro is. With the culprit is supposed to be clearing his throat often, but Stinktail didn't do that, did he? I thought that was a very weird hint that didn't help at all. But anyway, case closed. Ask the elf what he means.
Sahela, a young girl here. I am her protector, and she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot be lost here.
Ask him what he has in mind.
It is for all our people, for the world.
Yeah, sure.
Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret, dangerous, but it leads to freedom. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important.
Sure can do that.
I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Okay, so we saved Amiro. We have our first way out to the underground. Let's check that out. Let's not check that out. We can check that out next time. Let's instead go back to Sahelia, because I believe we haven't talked to her yet while we had our whole party assembled. So let's try that again.
What's this?
Oh, I found something. There we go. What is that?
I'm hungry.
Oh, buddy. We'll talk to you next time. It's Buddy's key.
Nice.
Okay, fine. Maybe we talk to you now.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
Oh. Ask the pooch what's the matter.
It's no use anyway.
Say it looks a little thin and give the dog some meat.
The dog tentatively sniffs the offering, then grabs it between its teeth and swallows it.
I didn't know you could feed him.
You're nice. Emmy would have loved you.
Ask whether this Emmy is the reason he seems so blue.
She was my mate for the last 7, carry the 2, plus 50. 5 years! The Magisters, they took her.
Oh. Ask if he's seen his mate since she was taken.
Nope, haven't smelled her either. She was real bright, you know. Had the best sniffer you've ever seen. I guess that's why they wanted her, not me.
They were interested in dogs that were good sniffers. We have encountered dogs before in the service of the Divine Order. Source hounds that sniffed out sorcerers. Maybe they wanted for that?
Say, let me show you something.
Yeah. I already found that.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet,
Oh.
baring its teeth and growling.
Interesting. Right, yeah, I already found your key, buddy.
The dog focuses at the cat.
He doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Well then, let's go talk to Sahia. Hopefully this time Amaro will not kill himself.
Sahela, you are all right.
I am fine, Amiru. I am fine. I know
Let's heal
they
him,
help
just to be sure.
us.
Yes, they do. It is as you say.
Sit, my friend. Come.
As
Heal
you
is
say.
really weak.
As you say.
Then again, he has like triple of my health. Anyway, let's talk to Sia.
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm. Her hand is damp. Her face looks pale and grey.
Oh, what is that?
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to this elf.
Okay.
You mind?
Not the sweat beating her upper lip. Ask her what's going on.
I can't. I just need to talk to her, okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
She turns towards Sahela.
Call out. Be careful.
She darts over to the elf without responding. They begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
Uh-oh.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Interject and ask the elf what is happening.
She doesn't break eye contact with Losa as she replies.
Losa is fighting an enemy. She will win. She must win.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf toward her.
Chatty, chatty elf.
Oh.
Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood tastes like.
What? Was she always speaking with that voice? I can't remember. Or is that new in the Definitive Edition?
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
I guess. Rush forward to help the elf. Losa isn't in her right mind.
I bet the elf blood tastes like honey, like nectar, like joy itself. Let's find out.
Sure, let's find out. And buff up.
Not herself.
Ja,
You must
Woody
weaken
has more
her to
initiative
help
than
her.
me. Right, we have to weaken her, and luckily she is pretty weak already. Can't hit her. I guess I have to step somewhere else then. Well, let's just hit her. Right, I could knock her down and probably should.
I'll yield
Oh no.
to none.
I am sorry.
Shit, I forgot to use adrenaline. Then again, Losa is a healer, so... what harm could she possibly do?
She does not mean what she does.
Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can deal a bit more damage with the beast.
Prepare yourself. Glory is mine.
We do not want to hurt you, Losa.
Give it all the damage we can muster. Well, you won't be able to do much, I'm afraid. Because she has a lot... No, she doesn't have any, more... little armor. So...
It is almost enough. A few more hits. She comes back to us when she is weaker.
She comes back to us. Yeah, let's just attack them.
You okay? You are quite safe.
Yeah, thanks.
You look for... Oh, Amiro, please don't stand in the frickin' fire. Thanks. Okay, we can talk to Loza. Let's do that.
What? Don't look at me like that.
Tell her she almost killed an innocent girl. You look at her however you please.
I didn't do anything. It was that thing, whatever it is. It's just a visitor. It has nothing to do with me.
Say it's still her that'll end up dead if the thing picks a fight with the wrong person.
Come off it. You don't give a damn what happens to me. You're just worried that that thing will get you into trouble.
Well, yeah, kinda. But also pretty much everyone else around, so...
It won't, okay? You can quote me on that.
Yeah. No.
Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible.
Doesn't look like Loza has whatever is possessing her under control. Ask if she's going to be okay.
I'm fine. You're fine. We're fine. I just want to get out of here. Let's go.
Fine. Let's try talking to Sia again.
She breaks into a huge, childlike grin as you approach.
One friend brings another home. Thank you.
Ask how Amira's doing.
He gets better, little by little. We are together. We always get better if we are together.
Tell her Amiro showed you the way out. She should join you. You will protect her.
Thank you, my friend. But only you survive the passage. I see it. You are free. We must remain.
Promise it'll be a fun little trip, and before she knows it, she'll be back with her family.
I see your heart. You want only to help. But if you want to help me, you must go alone.
She squeezes your hand.
I do not forget you. Remember me too.
Alright. That unfortunately gives a lot of initiative, so we wouldn't want to give this to Loza, because there isn't much point in our healer having the first of our turns, because, yeah, there isn't much to heal in the first turn of combat. Oh, we just take some good armor. Sure, let's just take some armor. Okay, let's see, Amira, can we talk?
This is very good. Sahela is all right. I still protect her. She does not die here. She does not die here.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Tell him you're glad you were able to help.
Do not forget what I ask of you. Sahela cannot stay here. She is too important, too rare. Our people must find her.
Ask what he and Sahela will do now that they're reunited.
I heal. We count on you still. To tell the elves who remain, the elves who roam, to bring them here. She is not lost here. Anyone can be lost, but not her.
Ask him why Sahela is so important to him.
She is very special. She sees how we will survive. The Void Woken, the dead divine. She leads us back home.
What does she have to do with the Void Woken and the dead divine? Ask him if he has any evidence to back up such a claim.
I never hear her speak something untrue. She sees what others cannot, and she sees our salvation.
Smile, avoiding challenging his extravagant claim.
All of luck to you. Do not forget what I give you. Take it to the elves who roam the mainland. They come here. They save her. They save all of us.
Sure. We will do that. If we come across your elven friends. But for now, that should be enough. Our story with Seville is done for now. We have to escape Fort Joy before we can proceed. So next time we will proceed with the next character. We'll probably do Lose, since we already did some encountered some Lose storyline over here with Sahelia. And we will see if we can get rid of this source collar to equip our new and pretty nice amulet. But all that next episode. Thanks for watching and see you then.